Hello everyone, it's Bethany. Welcome to another video. I am going to be kitting down Queen Zahra. I am ready to use these containers for another kit, so time to say goodbye. Now, I don't just dump out my drills or even pour them in a cool little jar. I save them because, oops, sorry for bumping you. I save them because you never know when you're working on a kit and you might need some others, or maybe you want to switch out a color. So I don't think I've shown you guys this before. Let me set these aside a little bit more so I can. So in here is where I keep my drills, and this is probably not the most efficient system. I have all my tools and bags and stuff. Get those out of the way. This may not be the most fancy looking system, but it's just another way of doing things, and this is what I have for now. Envelopes. It's a box of envelopes. Isn't that great? These are, what kits are these from? I'm not sure. Usually I put these, when I frame the paintings, I put these on the inside of the frame in case for whatever reason a drill falls off and I want to know what color is supposed to be there. Of course, if you just lose one or two drills, it's probably not a big deal which color you replace it with. Anyways, I'm getting off track a little bit. Usually I keep those somewhere else. I don't know why those are in there because I haven't organized them yet, I guess, or maybe I was kidding down and just threw them in there. Okay, so I have one side squares, one side rounds. I'm not sure which side is which. And I have them, each of these labeled with a little number that shows the DMC. And so basically what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be, well now, I don't know if I have enough room right here for doing this. My kitchen table is currently occupied with some of my daughter's things, so let's go ahead and just start, and I'll explain it to you as I go. This I can take out and set by the picture for when I frame it. I like to put this on the back. That way it gives some information. I also like to do some handwriting, but I think I'll show you when I frame this one. I think I'll show you one of the ways that I frame it. So I'll get more into that later. Okay, so first things first, we have trash. I do have an envelope for trash drills. And because sometimes you just want little beady things for projects and you don't necessarily have to be nice ones. Well, does it really matter which bag I throw them in? Not really. But these are all squares, so I don't know. I feel like it's wrong to just throw these in with the squares, so we're gonna take another bag and just throw these into that bag. I'm opening this one up kind of in the bag because with these Harbor Freight drill ones, I've noticed that they kind of, if they're put on their, if the containers are put on their side, then the drills tend to go around the edges, and when you open it they just fall out. Well, that's a pretty piece of trash. What's that doing on my finger? For a kit that's not very much trash drills at the end, so I was pretty pleased with that. Okay, and as you can see, I also have a spot for ABs, and they just in the front. And I like to keep those in the front and handy. I don't separate those into squares or circles necessarily. I like to just have them here in the front because then I was just thinking, why do I separate these from squares and rounds? Couldn't I just separate them by number and then look and see if I have a round or a square in there? That's interesting. Anyways, okay, so I like to have these in the front because then when I'm doing a new kit, sometimes I like to make it extra fancy, and I can just flip through the ABs that I have here, see if any match up with anything that I'm working on, and that's really nice and handy. Okay, well, I guess we're going to work backwards because they're in DMC numerical order, and as I'm flipping through these, it's easier just to go in order. But first I gotta look and see if they're round or squares that I got in here. Looks like squares. So we're gonna be on the left side of my box today. Okay, so the biggest number we have here is 3865. So I'm gonna look for 3865. I don't have all of the DMCs in envelopes yet, so sometimes I have to make new envelopes, but sometimes they're already here. So we do have 3865. I don't know if you can see. Oh gosh, sorry for bumping you. 3865. 3865. I look in here. Yep. Sometimes I can tell by the stickers on these that they're from the same company, and so I'll just pour them into a bag that's already there. But if it's from a company that is not, that I haven't put them in there yet, that was weird. If it's from a company I haven't put it in, that I haven't put in yet, like I don't have a 3865 for DAC, then I will just create a new bag, or if there's no bags in there, then I'll just pour those into the bag. Such a cool sound, love it. That's a lot of leftover. I couldn't just throw it away if I wanted to. Gonna stick that in the envelope with all those other ones and put it back in the order that it goes. Okay. 3855. Okay. I'm gonna need to do a little bit different setup since I keep bumping that. Gonna make you guys all sick and dizzy by the time we're done here. That's no good. Do I have a 3855? 3853, 3854, 3855. Indeed I do. I like to kind of pull up the previous envelope as I'm going through so I can just directly put this back where it goes. Oh, you know what's interesting? There is nothing in this envelope. What might have happened is when I was pulling a sticker off of a different one, it might have happened that sticker fell off, and so I went ahead and threw it on an envelope. I have these DMC floss stickers. I will show you. I think I have one that's unopened, actually. Yeah. So this is what I use for those. It has all the DMC numbers on them. Like this is the one that I'm currently using, and you can see, I mean, the numbers go all the way up to the last and beyond even. Okay. So I really like these Harbor Freight containers, but I will say those beads getting stuck on the edges there got to be a little frustrating for me. I've learned like certain little ways that you can tap it and they go back in, but I actually don't remember the exact tricks from when I did this kit, so I'll have to practice a little bit more, and I'm sure I'll figure it out again. There is a way, I know, because I had done it. All right. The next number looks like 3854. Well, that's going to be an easy jump, isn't it? Because it should be right in front of it. And I know it's there because I saw, oh look, that one doesn't have anything in it either. How bizarre. So I need to pull out some bags. Something tells me I need to just keep this handy. Okay. These are some nice little baggies that came in the kit. But of course you can always buy them. Oh, that worked. You can always buy them online or at your local craft store. I've seen them at hardware stores. I've seen them at just general stores too. Because people use little baggies for all sorts of things, don't they? What do you guys like to do when you kit down? I usually like to listen to music or watch a TV show or listen to an audiobook. Of course, when I am kitting down with you all, that wouldn't work very good. So I'm just here being present. 3846 is the next number. Well, we're getting really lucky. I've had envelopes for all of them. Well, I suppose as time goes by, I get more and more envelopes that actually have things. Those look like Diamond Art Club, so let's see if the colors actually... Yeah, those are close enough that I'm just going to pour them all together. Even if for some reason, sometimes dye lots are different even within the same company, but the thing is about organizing them by company is the drills tend to be similar because there's a lot of variations on how they're faceted and stuff. So if you go with the same company, I feel like those are just a little different, but it's okay. Anyways, if you go with the same company, the facets generally will be similar. So that's why I like to keep them organized that way. Like I was saying, sometimes the dye lot is different. So even if it's the same company, I'll separate them into different bags. But if they're not too different, or if they're the same from what I can just see by looking at them, I will pour them in the same bag. My eyesight's pretty good. It's one of the things about me that actually works well. So I tend to trust my eyes pretty good. 3841 is the next one. Let's see what we got in this envelope. Another one of those. Not really labeled. I think that's, gosh, those, the difference is so small that I'm gonna pour those in there also. Yeah, so I think if you just tap on the back of them, if they're lined up, they'll fall into the container. That's what seems to be working for me. So if you have Harbor Freight toolkits, oh my goodness. If you have Harbor Freight storage, then that's a little trick you can do. And depending on who you are, maybe that won't work for you, but that's what works for me. 3, 4, I wonder why it's weird. Okay. 3755. That's a pretty common number. I think I will have that already. Okay. What is this? That one's missing a label. Doesn't matter because it's further along. It's sometimes the labels fall off and are in there, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. Oh, but I don't have a 3755. Okay, so what I do is I have this box of handy things. So I'll take a blank envelope. I will take my number sticker sheet and look for 3755. And it should be on here because I might have used it for a square set. So, oops, sorry. I do have 2 currently open ones, and that's because sometimes they'll be used over here, and I'll show you that one will be over here or not. That's really weird. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the 3755 sticker. Oh goodness, but here's a blank one. Now I'm wondering, and I put it on the side that all the other ones are. So for the circles, for the rounds, it's on the left side. I'm really curious. I'm going to actually peek in this one that doesn't have a label, see what color it is. Oh no, it's a brownish. Yeah. And that's why I like to leave the stickers on in case these fall off for some reason. That one's 3790. Just in case your curiosity was getting the best of you like it was for me. Because I don't have that 3755 on the square or the round side. I don't know what happened to that envelope. And it could be I misorganized it somewhere along the way and it's just sitting in there waiting to be found. And then one of these days I'll be looking and being like, why do I have 2 3755s of the round drills? Well, this is why. There's one in there and it doesn't want to, it seems to really like its spot. So we're going to open this carefully over the bag and hopefully it will fall in. Yeah, so as I was saying, you can get these baggies just about anywhere. And they're handy for a lot of different things, especially if you're a crafter. But I always, when possible, like to label the actual bag itself too, and I just use whatever labels were with the kit. So with these stickers, take it off, stick it on there. With some of the other ones, like you saw, I just cut out the number from the original bag of drills and threw it in there. So it just kind of depends. There's no one exact way that I even do it. You know what? I was looking at 3775, not 3755. Oh my goodness. Am I going to find that in here? I bet you I am. I say that, but I probably won't. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm confused. 3770. That's another one that didn't have the sticker on it. The sticker fell. I didn't think that the stickers fell off that often, but maybe they do. Okay. Well, regardless, there still was not a 3755. Did I look at that right number in the squares? Thank you for humoring me, guys. I just gotta know. I don't think I did. Oh my. Yeah, look. That's where it is. It's in the squares. 3755. Well, I don't feel so crazy now. Now I know exactly where it went. It went exactly where it was supposed to, and I just wasn't looking at the right numbers. Okay. Okay, 3609. I think sometimes that I have a little bit of dyslexia, but I've never been tested for it. And I know everybody makes simple mistakes like that sometimes, but it seems to happen quite a bit for me, actually. That's why I'm always like double checking things. I didn't do very good with that one day. Okay, so this is a different brand, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out a bag for that. There's three of those guys that don't want to move. Next number is 3608. I don't have one for that. So let's make one. I don't see one on that, so probably have it in square. That's cool. When I first started the system, I decided that I was just going to work them up as I went along instead of taking a bunch of time and putting all the stickers on all the envelopes. Because I did it that way because, one, this is not going to be this is not what I want my storage of extra drills to look like ultimately. So I know I'm going to be changing eventually once I just decide what I actually want to do and figure out the best solution of what's going to work for me. You know what, drills? I've been telling everybody you just gotta tap the back, and now the last couple ones haven't been working. I don't know. Yeah, so because I knew that it was possible that maybe I would switch from this storage system right away, I didn't want to go through all that effort just to change it, so I decided that I would just do it as I go. And it's been nice in a sense that I haven't put in any work that I didn't need to put in, because I have a tendency to overwork myself. But also, yeah, neither of those are Diamond Art Clubs. Okay, but also, it's kind of neat as I go along and I have done more kits, the envelopes are already there prepared for me, even though it didn't seem ever like I was doing a bunch of work. I mean, kitting down is, well, we're already 24 minutes into this episode and I'm not even close to being done. So it's a long process. But especially when you're trying to video and you keep bumping the camera. When I do a YouTube video, it takes me a lot longer than if I didn't. So you know, I'm making sure I'm in the camera view, that you can see what I'm doing. I'm, you know, trying to avoid the camera. I am actually talking and thinking about what I'm going to say next. All these things take up a little bit more time than if I was just listening to music or an audiobook and doing this on my own. But kitting down does take a while sometimes. It depends on the kit, and it depends on the color, and it depends on if I have these envelopes or not. But I definitely notice that the more I kit down and the more envelopes I have here, the faster it definitely goes. Okay, 3326 is our next color. 3328. Ooh, we have a 26. Winner, winner. Okay, are either of these Diamond Art Clubs? I think this one just might be. So one of the kits that I did obviously I didn't throw the labels on there. Trying to think of what kit that would have been that had pink like that. Even if it's not a Diamond Art Club, some of them are going to be, so we're labeling it like that now. Round Diamond Art Club. Man. Yeah, I can only think of square ones I've done for some reason right now. I know one of the first ones that I did was the Sweet Life. I don't know if this color was in there. It's possible. There was a lot of different colors in that one. Even though there were mostly, you know, a few main ones. It had flowers and leaves and stuff, so. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what kit all those were from. I could just look at a list of finished kits that I have and figure out right away, but why do that when I can sit here and think about it while I'm on the video with you guys? Okay, next we have 963, 986, and 951. Definitely don't have that. So, pull out an envelope, pull out a sticker sheet, look for 963. It's missing on that one, so pull out the extra one. There we go. I think maybe it was from when I did Mona. There was some pink in that one. I don't know. I'm still standing here trying to figure out what kit that would have been from. But all the ones that I've opened that have had those Diamond Art Club drills with no label on them looks like they were probably from the same kit. So kind of like a fun little mystery game. I'm standing here playing with myself. That sounded not right. Okay, anyway. Next up, we have 900. I don't have an envelope for that. This does, these stickers are not leaving any residue on there or anything, which is nice. Because I won't have to do anything special. Besides maybe dust them out a little bit before I kit up the next one. What is the, oh, that was where I had the trash. Confusing myself. I'm going to take those out because it'll be a little bit easier for pulling and putting other things back in. Okay, 8, 2, 3. We got it, we got it. That's definitely a different brand for that one. I think that I like kitting up more than I like kitting down. But I am one of those people that really enjoys it either way, because I just really like looking at all the drills and the colors, and the organization aspect of it all really appeals to me. I think I like kitting up more because you have that excitement of starting a new project. 819. Oh, it is. Almost shoved those ones down there. And I was like, well, I better check and see if the next one. Because remember, I like to keep them up a little bit so I know where I am in this row. It makes it a little bit easier. All right, 819. What do we got? What do we got? Nope. New bag. Time for a new bag. Hey. They all went in that time. Now, I do realize that green one, it's been in there since the beginning, since I opened it up, I think, is different, but I'm just leaving it in there because I'm trying to grow. It's one of those things that would probably normally just drive me crazy, but there is no reason for me to take it out. I would just have to throw it away because I don't know exactly what color it is, or I could throw it in with a green that I think it matches, but that's a lot of unnecessary energy expended. I'm trying really hard this year especially to work on expending less unnecessary, saving my energy as best I can, because I have a lot of chronic illnesses going on that I have been diagnosed with in the past couple of years, and I need that energy, and being a perfectionist about things that really doesn't matter is not serving me. And so, yeah. For those of you out there who probably saw that green drill in there and were wondering why I was leaving it or thinking that I didn't see it, I saw it. I'm just trying to not be as particular. Okay, so the next one is 803, and once again, we don't have an envelope for that. One of the reasons this system isn't going to work is I am running out of room to fit the envelopes in there. And of course I can lay some on top or stack a few. I've been thinking about ways that I can adapt the growing number of envelopes in here and still keep this system without switching over, because I still haven't quite decided on what I want to do for my next storage system for the extra drills. But when I started this video, that was kind of where I got a little sidetracked there for a minute. Was I was thinking about how, hold on guys, I'm trying to see if I have some extra bags of those same kind of size, because I have some smaller ones here, but those are going to be really, really hard. Okay, I have a couple. Those are going to be really, really hard to get the, oh, there's one more in here. Those are going to be really, really hard to get to pour the drills into. I mean, I will be able to do it, but no, gotta see what my other options are first. Okay. Oh, I don't want to put those there because that's almost... Okay. Oh, what I was saying... Dropped a bag. Hold on. For those of you who don't really know, is it obvious that I have ADHD? Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm all over the place sometimes. I apologize for that. Just makes it more entertaining, right? Depends on what your preference of entertainment is, I guess. Anyways, so at the beginning of the video, I got a little sidetracked because when I was talking about how the ABs, I put the squares and the rounds together. I thought, why don't I do that for the squares and the rounds? Because once I pull out an envelope, I can look and see if I have the round or the square. I don't have to just, it's a little bit more involved, I guess, than just looking through and seeing if the number is there. But I could fit twice as many envelopes in if I'm not organizing them into round and square. So that was just an idea that I had, and I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I might, because I can see the benefits of it, especially as this gets more full. Oh goodness. Okay. 382. Not labeled. This is from that whatever kit it was that I don't know. This looks like it could be a color that's in Mona. I think that might be the one. I've only done how many round kits? Let me think about this. How many round kits have I done from DAC? I've done the Sweet Life. I've done Mona. What other ones have I done? I mean, I've done this one, Queen Zahra. I've done Paris, but I haven't kitted down that one yet. So, and besides, that's black and white, so that's not it. What else? I'm trying to think of gifts I've given away. I'm probably forgetting something very obvious, but those are the only two I can think of right now. Although, a few minutes ago I said that I saw the 783 there and I had to pause for a moment. Okay, one container done, but we're not halfway yet because there was 40 something colors and we're only on number 24. I think there's 41 colors. So I mean, we're getting there, but we're not quite halfway yet. Use this sticker for something fun. Don't know what yet. Oh, I'm tired, guys. I really am. This has taken 40 minutes so far. So for those of you who have stuck around and hung out here and watched this whole thing, thank you. I appreciate you guys who watch my videos and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you so much. This color though, no, that color was in Mona because it was in the sky. 775 is a pretty popular color, I think. I mean, it's a color that you see quite often, so just because it was in one diamond painting doesn't mean it wasn't in another, definitely. So but I have a feeling, I have a suspicion. I mean, my diamond painting with DAC hasn't been I haven't known about DAC for too long, like only a year. So I go bumping the thing again. So it's quite possible that those are the only 2 rounds from DAC that I've done so far. It's hard to imagine, but it's very possible. All right, do I have 7/4? Wait, I don't need to do that. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness, guys. I am hoping I can get through this today. I mean, I usually go through and rewatch and edit the videos that I make anyways, but so, you know, if I have to divide this into 2 sections, this video into 2 parts, I'll be able to edit that through pretty easily, but it would be nice to know that I have this done so that I can post it soon for you guys. I have to get going to an appointment very soon, so I don't think I'm going to be able to finish, and so I think I'll end up needing to stop here in just a few minutes. So I apologize in advance if I talk about the same things more than once, although I've probably already done that, even though it is just all in one day, because let's face it, you know, the memory is not what it used to be, and when you have lupus and fibromyalgia, the memory, she does struggle. 718 looks like it's going to be on the other one. Well, this is the last of these bags, so this will be a good chance anyways. If I stop, it'll give me a good chance to go and find more of these bigger baggies, either here in my home or at the store. The small ones are really nice, but especially for pouring out of these containers, the bigger ones are better. And I could pour this into a diamond painting tray, you know, and then pour it into the little baggies. But that's just so much extra work even than what I'm already doing. It just doesn't seem necessary. So if I can avoid it, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Okay. So we have 704, 703, 702. It looks like I have none of those. So I'm going to pull out 3 envelopes because there is no reason not to do this all at once. Make sure the other sides are going the right ways. Those are a little bent, but that's okay. Well, I have a 702, and I'm gonna have to switch to the other sheet for the other ones. Three and 704. All right, this would have been a much smoother thing right here if those envelopes had been not all crooked and stuff. Let's see. Do I have any more bags right here? You never know. I'm checking. No, I don't. All right. I mean, no. Okay. I'm gonna use 3 of these smaller bags for these ones, see how it works, and then I'm gonna take a little break, and we'll say we're pretty close to the halfway mark, a little like 1 color beyond, and that will have to be it until I get back from my doctor appointment. I mean, I did manage that quite well, so maybe this size bag will be just fine. It's kind of cool to have so many colors, extra drills. The creative side of me that likes to have a full range of colors in my palette to work with really likes that. It's not very often that I pull drills out, but there are times when I want to make color changes or I need extra ones that I do. And I do know I've already mentioned that already, but I'm just reiterating that for me, saving the drills, it is a lot of work, but I believe it's worth it. And yeah, I could just take all these, pour them all together in a cool looking jar, save them for our projects, or, you know, not be too concerned about the exact shade of green if I'm missing a green from one of my diamond paintings, but I don't know. I really like this. I like saving them. I like organizing them by color, and I don't want to just throw them out, and you know, that's bad for the environment. And not that I'm perfect at being good for the environment, but the things that I am aware of and think of, I like to, you know, I like to do what I can. So throwing out all these drills, I mean, that just seems like such a waste. Okay, well, maybe I'll do a few more because these baggies did seem to work pretty well. Now I don't need to pull those out yet because I don't even know if I need them, because I did have a 701, I believe. Yep. Oh, look. Yeah, that color was in the Mona kit too. I'm thinking that's what the round unlabeled DAC ones were. And that makes sense because I did that kit about a year ago, and I did the Sweet Life before I did Mona. So Sweet Life would have been the first round one that I did, unless it was one of the Amazon ones. And then Mona. So it makes sense that I wouldn't have labeled those yet because I may not have thought to do so. Okay, we are ready to look at 601. Jump by a whole 100. Okay, I see 604. And before that is 524. Okay. Well, so we got 600 and 601 that we need to do. Pull out 2 more envelopes. I will say, when I get another storage system for my extra drills, I'm going to have a lot of I'm going to have a lot of extra envelopes laying around. So if anybody out there wants me to write them a letter. Okay. Got 600. I have to flip to the other sheet for the 601. Oh, 2 of those. That's what I'm getting out. All right, 601, you're up first. Yeah, because when I first started, I imagine my thought process would have been, well, I'm putting these in the bags are going in the envelopes. There is no reason for me to label each little bag. And if I don't have stickers or the original labels from the plastic that they come in, then I won't. I'm not going to go through a bunch of extra effort to label them. But if I have the means in front of me, like with these stickers, why wouldn't I? Especially when these stickers can come off sometimes, and it helps me identify what number it is. Because maybe those little stickers, maybe they're not in this box. Maybe they fell when I had them pulled out and used them, or was using them on a kit. And so I would have no way of actually being able to label them. And so it makes a lot of sense to label the little bags. But I wouldn't have thought of that when I was first starting. I don't think. It's these things that you think of along the way as you progress and do more. We're at 550. There should be one for that because that's a very common. Guys, I'm sitting here looking in the 350s. Okay. Oh, but you know what? There's not one for 550 because that's right. I had said a minute ago that it went to 524. And since I haven't done very many round kits in DAC, I wouldn't think, I mean, that makes sense that that's the case. Okay, 550, make sure I'm not getting my numbers mixed up. See if I can peel that off. Grab a bag, put that on the bag. Not a lot of them, but there's enough. There's enough for something. Oh, look, there's a yellow one in there. You never know. Maybe I will be making a flower and I just happen to need one yellow one and it's just right in there. I have no idea. You know I have no idea. Okay. 355. I see 356 poking up there. It is, but there's no 355. Is there going to be a 352? Yes, there is. Okay. I was thinking I'd grab out a couple of envelopes while I was there, but don't need it yet. All right. Oh, there is one on that one. Nice. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I really would like to get this done, but I don't want to be late for my appointment either. After that we have, oh, I should have checked. Okay, we have 251 and also 250. Those both need envelopes. Make sure those are going the right direction. Oh, just 350 on this one. One on this other side, other paper. I keep wanting to just do a kitting up or a kitting down ASMR style because I haven't done an ASMR video for a while and I really like doing those because I don't have to think of things to talk about. I can just go and do what I'm doing. But when I get started on the video, I always forget that. I always forget about that. Like, oh yeah, well, okay. I've started now. It's not going to be an ASMR because I'm talking. And on longer ones like this, like we've got to be close to an hour, I would think. So yeah, on ones like this, I run out of things to talk about. That's one of the reasons why I can't say I've never. It's one of the reasons why I don't make it a practice to do, oh, bummer. Just drop those. It's okay, most of them are salvageable. Dropped a few on my floor. I'll get those later. What was I saying? Oh, whipping chats. Oh, whipping chats. I think if I was to do a whipping chat, more whipping chat videos, like if I ended up doing them on a regular basis, I think they would be shorter ones because, I mean, I have a lot to say. I could talk for an hour and do a whipping chat. I could do that. But I don't know that the things I have to say are particularly interesting, you know? So I'd rather talk less. So yeah, that's why I really, oops, what? Get back on that sticker sheet. That one just really wanted to be on an envelope. I'm looking at this 322. I'm not seeing, I see 321s. This one doesn't have them. I don't want to open the other pack because it might not have them either. So over here is blank ones. I'm going to take a blank one just because, I mean, I could just write it on the envelope, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on this sticker because that way I can still use the envelope if I want to change something. I mean, I write 322 on an envelope. I'm still going to be able to use it for other things also. But you know what I'm saying. Those blank stickers are there. I might as well use them. Okay, I'm going to ask again. What was I talking about? I know I was talking about women chats. I know I was talking about talking. Boy, I've been here an hour and I am so desperate for conversation material. I am talking about talking. No, that's still an interesting thing. If somebody else was talking about talking, I would think it was rather interesting. But then again, I'm not a good judgment on that sort of thing because I find just about everything interesting, which is also why I get really nervous about doing a whip and chat because I know the things that I think are interesting are not what the majority of people think are interesting. And so, you know, I guess if I start doing whip and chats, you guys will let me know if you want to hear more about certain topics or less about other ones, or you know, just don't watch those videos. I guess I just dropped that one and it's right there. It's so close and yet so far away. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just thinking that for those people who like ASMR, this, you know, you guys, look what I just found. Now, this is a perfect example of why it's better if I don't write on the envelope. Look at that. I can reuse that envelope now. And I am going to put this sticker that I made back on the sticker sheet in case for some reason I do need another one of those, but not today. Not today. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's got to be a better system than this, but I mean, ideally, and I've said this before regarding drill storage, they're like beads. They just don't have holes in them. So I like to think of, I do all kinds of arts and crafts. So I like to think of how I like to store my beads the best. So for me, I have them in a bunch of little bottles in a Tupperware container. The thing about that is, though, they aren't necessarily labeled by color numbers, you know? So I think about the Elizabeth Ward style of bead containers. And those are really nice because they're like this. I've kitted up with those before. You know, you can see all the colors. A container like this would be great. I could put these little stickers that I'm putting on the envelopes and, you know, just store this many of a color. The problem is this costs a lot more than however many it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times 4, 24. This costs a lot more than 24 envelopes. Actually, this Harbor Freight system is like $5 or something, so it's not a lot more than the envelopes, but the envelopes are way cheaper. So that's the thing. I mean, one day when I'm rich, hey everybody, subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Get me to where I could possibly earn income with my videos. That'd be awesome. But I don't think I'll ever be rich, and that's okay. But one day when I have extra funds and I'm able to actually start buying containers, not for kitting up, but for storing my extra drills, because you know, I can still use these baggies if I want to have separate. If I want to separate them, like say the 210s look a little bit different or they're from different companies, I can still put those, you know, fold them up and put them into one of these containers. See, look, I can still do that. And then put those in there. Or I can have separate containers. I can have 3 210 containers for the different ones. But it costs, you know? If anybody wants to go out there and my Amazon wish list and also my mailing address, it's not my home address, but it's my mailing address, is in the description box below. So if anybody wants to send me stuff, I mean, I'm not going to object to that. But yeah, one day, eventually, I will be able to just store them in nicer containers. That'll be an interesting... Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to put that in that bag. I want a separate bag. That was from a cheap Amazon kit, and yeah. Anyways, it's interesting to me thinking about having all of them stored in containers like this, because it's obviously going to take up a lot more space than a little baggie with the envelope. Even if it's a full baggie, it's still going to take up less space than this, because there's a lot of empty space in here. I think about all the DMC colors and the separating the circles from the squares. This is going to take up a lot of space. So kitting down would be more difficult, you know? So everything has its pros and cons. Everything, I'm convinced. Yeah, interesting. This was from a DMC. That was from a square. Are these squares? Yes, they are. Look, the numbers on that side. I should have known that. Well, in the back of my mind when I pulled that out, I thought that, and then I was like, big deal. But see, I see a 208 over here. It's empty. And look, I wrote on that envelope. What a shame. Okay, I need a 208. I might as well. I feel like I should. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to use this one. That was from my Rainbow Little Dragons kit. I recognize it. I don't know why, but I recognize it. So I know that I knew it was a square just from that. Well, now I can see why I had written on all those was because... Okay. My OCD is going to get to me a little bit much here. Since that one's written on, and it's on the right side, I'm switching the square drills in that to this other envelope, putting it in there wherever it goes. Okay. Taking this and the sticker on there, switching the side, and now I'm going to put the drills in there. Okay, now what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about the storage. Yeah, there's pros and cons to everything, so you know what, guys, I'm gonna power through this and try to get this done before my appointment. My appointment is not for another 30 minutes, but it takes about that much time to drive there, so I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it for sure. But I'm the type of person, I really like to just get things done. Once I start, you know, are there any of you out there like that? Surely I'm not the only one. $150. Do I have a 150? No, I don't. We have a 150 and then we have two ABs. And 150 is the lowest. Like, look on here. I have lower numbers, but 150 is the lowest that the diamond paintings go for DMC colors. Oh, I'm trying, guys. I really am. Alright, that is it for regular round drills. Now it's just time to get the circles. Now I do have some of these ABs pulled out into envelopes that I am using on another kit, but it is square, so I should be able to see real quickly. I do not have 126 and I do not have 136 either. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna need 2 envelopes, and I could just put all my ABs together in one also, is another way to do it, I suppose, but I don't know. Gotta get my pen to write on this. 126. It actually just says 26, but I did a little line by it. Keep my ABs in the middle of the envelopes. I don't know if I mentioned that before or not. And then we're at 136 on this other one. Oh, I also, after I put my pen away, let me get it out again. I also like to write AB. Now, I do think I will be switching my ABs into containers, like, not like this ones. I don't think I'll do the Harbor Freight ones. I think I'll end up doing the Elizabeth Ward style ones. But I will switch those into containers first before anything else, because those are the ones I grab out the most, and it would be kind of nice to see what the colors are as they're sitting there when I'm looking to use them possibly on a project. Because a lot of times when I'm starting a new project, I will pull out my ABs and I will see what colors I have and if any of them fit along. And since I do that for almost every project, it makes sense to use those, put those ones in a nicer storage container first. Just a better storage system. Those ABs, they always get the special treatment, right? They're so pretty though. Oh, everything is so pretty. It's not just the ABs. Sorry, we have a few that are out of order, throwing me off a little bit. That is not allowed. Okay. Sometimes that happens because, like I mentioned, I pulled these ones out quite a bit. Okay. Well, everybody, that is it. I have my storage containers emptied out. I have them filed away in this perhaps not perfect system, but it is effective and it works for me. Put the lid on that. Yeah, all ready to get up the next one. So thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up on your way out, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.